Thank you everyone for joining today. My name is Don Pint. I'm a business navigator with the United Cambodia community. In a little bit, we're gonna introduce you to our special guest today. But before we get started, I just need to read a quick disclaimer for everyone to be aware of doing here today, and that UCC is a collaborative partner of the API SBC, also known as the Asian Pacific Islanders Small Business Collaborative. We provide services on an equal opportunity basis, providing reasonable accommodations to individuals with disabilities and communicating with people who have limited English proficiency if requested at least 2 weeks in advance. We're also partly funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration, also known as SBA, and our opinions, conclusions, or recommendations expressed or made today is by us and only us, and not necessarily the Small Business Administration. So that being said, about the webinar, if you do have any questions, there is a Q&A button, and also you can also click on the raise your hand button if you have questions, and we can stop and kind of answer that for you. It's in our topic. My information is here. Again, my name is Don Pin. My email address is don.pin@ucclb.org. If you need to contact me, our office number here is 562-433-2490. And without further ado, let's get started with our webinar. Today's topic is on social media famous and what that means, how to be social media famous. Today, we have our guest speaker, Channy Chor. You want to stand up? Channy, go ahead and briefly introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Channy Chor. I will be sharing with you about what is the social media today.
Thank you, Channy. And yeah, so just to brief you on Channy's background, the reason why she got the title social media famous, or actually to be specific, Facebook famous, is not because she's a great realtor. Actually, it's how she used social media to actually, help her with her business and make, and expose herself to basically the whole United States, probably even globally now. So, Channy, if you want to take over, I will go ahead and go navigate the slides for you.
Sure.
And interact with the guests if they have any questions. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and take over.
Before that, I actually want to introduce Dee.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for coming on and with this webinar. I want to say thank you to UCC for allowing us to participate with this social media famous platform. So let me go ahead and introduce you to Ms. Channy Chor to the right of me.
Hello, everyone. So yes, again, thank you everyone for joining. Also, thank you UCC, especially Don and Bong Sayon that be a part of us today. So for whoever don't know me, this is slides a little bit about myself. As you know, I am a real estate agent. I've been doing this for over 16 years. And of course, the brand name of our company, of course, it's about family, respect, it's an energy, support, and happiness, which whoever that come, of course, real estate service with us, we want to treat as a family and we want to respect you. It doesn't matter whether you, example, have a bad credit, a good credit, or, down payment as well. So we want to make sure we respect and support. And of course, we bring the community into, when it comes to our client. And definitely, we want them to be happy, have a happiness when they bought a home from us. And a little bit about, our company is a Channy Chor Realty Group, but we also focus on, Dee, share a little bit about that.
We have a complete ecosystem that encompasses a lot of things from, residential, commercial. We partner with lending companies, title, escrow, even insurance and accounting. We also help a small business owner expand their brand, develop in like the retail sector. Majority of our clients are from the food industry. Majority of our clients are small business owners that operates donut shop, Chinese fast food,
Liquor store.
bakeries, liquor store. So anything that is like small business that service the community. So we specialize in helping our our Khmer community with transition and expanding their business, not just on the business side, but also helping them with their purchasing of their homes. Also, hopefully to have them purchase real estate for the next business venture. Next slide.
Well, get to that. We also help client promoting their brand, as far represent, if they want to get their business into the next level, to the highest scale, more like into a franchise business. So we help small business owner that looking to grow big, and we help them to represent, as far bring their brand into a bigger scale. So next. So this is my story. As you know, of course, I've been in real estate for over 16 years, but of course, I've been in United States. It's actually 20 years. This is my 20 year in here. Yes.
Wow. Hey.
And of course, before real estate, I'm also a donut shop.
You're
I-
a donut shop or a donut shop?
Because I start from waking up in the morning, 3-4 o'clock, catch the bus sometime to go sell donut. That was my first time, experience being a cashier in the donut shop. Of course, in that donut shop also have a Chinese food in there. From that, then I become an owner of the donut shop, which is as everybody, same thing as our community, buy their grow their family business stuff. And then of course, after that, I was like, I want something else. So then I went into getting to a nursing field, which is I was in school about a year or so, but it turned out that, it's a great field, but, unfortunately dealing with sick, when you're not in a good mood and, not happy face. So it's kind of feel like, that's not career I wanted to take over. And that's what real estate coming. So I started real estate back in 07, and here I am 16 years after.
That's amazing. Almost 2 decades, huh?
She's pretty much fast forwarding, 20 plus years of her, life from becoming an immigrant from, Cambodia, of course, transitioning into, coming to the US, building a small business through, of course, the donut industry, right? Donut shop industry, coming here to the US, or Khmer that comes here, they have very limited resource, right? So the thing that majority of our people that comes here, the first thing that they want to do is make some money, right? What's the easiest thing to do? Donut shop, Chinese fast food, that, and that's how you support your family, right? So
Of course, so I have the same background.
yeah, so you have to remember these kind of business, it's very draining. You wake up early in the morning, long hours, and at the end it's really rewarding. I see my dad, when we came here to the United States, the first thing he did was donut shop. He was a
So we all
baker,
related.
right?
Some
Baker.
ways somehow.
But you're able to save money and then you grow, right?
Absolutely.
Sometimes you're working in a donut shop, you have to either continue to do the same thing over and over, or like Channy's option was to get educated to become something that she can do without using her energy, right? Like waking up early in the morning, standing there, hours and hours being a cashier and stuff like that, or selling donuts. That's hard work, right? And imagine doing that, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. That's pretty hard, right? So education, it's very important.
So we feel, when a client, of course, we related how they were started and how it was starting. And so I always, appreciate for a client that working so hard, save their money in order to be able to buy their own home. This is like a big accomplishment. So for me, it's like, uh, working in a donut shop as a business owner, it's like, we all working very hard to try to support the family. So totally understand of that background. But yeah, so in '07, when I start my real estate, honestly, I don't know anything about real estate at all. All I know is interact with people. Of course, you help the client buy and sell home, but it's not really just to buy and sell home, but it's actually a little bit more deeper by connecting with the community, helping them buying it and seeing them getting their home, give them the key, they appreciate you. So it's more like, it's like you building a relationship with them, So I guess that, 16 years after I'm still in the business doing it. So I love it. Yeah.
I have a question for you, but maybe I can ask that later, in the maybe a few more slides, because I don't want to jump through anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you share your background? Because Channy did already.
Yeah.
So again, my name is D. I'm actually in sales. I've been in sales pretty much, for I would say 30 years. I'm 45, turning 46 in coming July, right?
Those are
So-
the best decades, 40s.
I'm rich.
The automotive field, anything with car maintenance, car care products, stuff like that. I sell service, care products. And I did a little bit of mortgage back then. Yeah, back then. So it doesn't matter to me. Sales is sales. If I'm selling life insurance, which I used to do also, used to sell like knives. You remember Cutco, the brand Cutco? Knocking
Mhm.
door to door. That was me, ringing the doorbell, waiting for
So
you
we
to
all
answer.
start from something.
So,
Yeah.
in sales, you learn to have like thick skin, right?
Yes.
You get a lot of rejection, and people say, how can you handle all the rejection? It's the learning curve, right? If you could handle rejection, you can handle anything. I can go up, try to get phone numbers from girls and be shy, but if you try and
You
try
didn't
and
get
try,
one.
yeah.
We'll talk about that another time.
All right.
Yeah.
Younger, shy, and you learn how to get rejected from girls, right? Trying to get the phone number. So you get a thick skin, right? So that's why I love sales so much, because you don't just sell product, you're selling yourself, right? You're selling who you are, your personality. That's people connect with you through personality. That's why social media is very important. Important. It's you convey yourself through social media, and people relate to you through social media, and that's why we're able to do what we do for so long, right? So I used to work for Toyota for about 10 years, and I decided to grow my own business. So I decided to start my own like windshield repair business. And I started to do pretty well. And a lot of my clients asked me to help maintain their car by detailing their cars and stuff like that. And I was looking for car care products to maintain the cars for them. And I ran into a company that I used to work for another 10, 11 years. So I was the wholesale manager for that company. I don't want to name any names, but they're a pretty big company that's now blown up everywhere. Fast forward, 20, 30 years later, I met this person, Miss Channy Chor. She kind of like, put a spark in me again to kind of like get back into real estate. So I'm pretty new in real estate. I've been only doing commercial real estate, residential real estate for about 3.5 years compared to Channy. So, and that's how I met Channy,
And here we are.
So we're partners with real estate. We have other business ventures, and one thing I tell her about is you need to brand yourself, right? social media comes in. Very important to branding yourself, your personality. Your face is your brand, right?
Absolutely.
Your
Yeah.
name is just a name, but without your face, your name is not anything.
At least on social media, most of
Yeah.
the times, yeah.
Yeah. Majority of my businesses come from social media, especially Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could touch base on that
So we can move.
during this slide, right? So.
So as you know, social media is free. Because who doesn't like free, right? Free stuff, especially promoting yourself. So from my experience, Facebook is more like an old generation, mom, grandma would like to see the picture, would like to see their family in all over different state because, they have a family all over. And then, of course, what got right here is TikTok. TikTok is a new social media platform, which is you be able to create your own video. I like this is because you kind of they make it very easy for whoever that not really know how to create video. So you can play with that. So just kind of taste it out with all different social media platform. And then of course we have Instagram. So I have all of this, but it's more interact. It's more Facebook to me.
So, yeah.
Because Facebook is make it very easy, and I'm able to connect with a lot of people, especially our own community, and also in Cambodia.
Right.
And it's funny how I say because a lot of people sometimes it's funny like how they recognize me. Sometimes it's not the name, but they recognize my mole. you know, they recognize my mole. It's like, oh, I remember you, but I don't remember your name. But I remember you have a mole right there. But so when it comes to a Facebook, I have two page. One is personal, one is a business. And one thing I want to share is, for me, yeah, for me, I like a personal just because, when people want to do business, they don't want to do business, just the business, but they also want to get to know you or who you are. So that's why I'm more interact in my personal because I understand that when you want to do business with someone, you don't want just to go do business, but you want to get to know that person, especially when it comes to real estate. Because it's like they don't just go buy a drink and get out, they can throw it away. So real estate is like, they take them for years to save the money. They want to make sure that they put their family in the right place, the school, the area, the education, is it going to be a good investment? So for me, real estate is very big step for clients. So in order for them to kind of pick and choose someone, they want to make sure that that person related by, okay, maybe not the personality, maybe also by, who we are. So that's why I like to share a lot of my personal because I also have a family, of course, sister, niece. So that's what I interact in my personal a lot. And I feel like a lot of people, same thing, like to deal with personal, emotional, rather than just do business when it comes to real estate. And um, and that's what a lot of people kind of remember me, not just by the name but by the face. But and sometimes they joke around and they call me. It's funny. It's a true story. Just because they don't know anybody, but they feel more comfortable to call me. But it's not even real estate service. They ask me, oh, do you know where is a good doctor office? Where's a lawyer office, my lawyer that they can introduce?
Right.
Which they ask me because they feel comfortable that I know a lot of more people rather than just random and look online. So
Now, can I ask you a question?
sure.
For the QR codes at the bottom, if they scan that, will that take them to your Facebook?
Yes. So this
The
is on my account.
Oh,
So scan the QR code and link direct to the Facebook, to the TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
So let me touch base a little bit deeper on what is social media, right? Like the name, you're being social
Yeah.
on a media platform.
Right.
absolutely.
So number one, Facebook, like Channy says, like Facebook, it's great, but for us, Facebook is more for the mature audience. So Facebook is free. So we utilize Facebook a lot because it reaches a lot of our Khmer community, not just here in California, but throughout the states and also internationally, right? So we have clients from Cambodia, from Australia, from Canada, wherever, in Europe that watches Channy, and they get connected to each other through Facebook. Facebook, you have, messaging, Facebook messaging and stuff like that. So you're able to connect with your audience. So it's very important that you're able to connect through Facebook, through your audience. So that's another platform that you want to use. And it's like, again, it's free and it never shuts down. It's 24/7. Facebook doesn't rest, right? So even like my mom goes on to Facebook, right? She's, close to 70 years. Yeah. So, her mom uses Facebook.
Yeah. And it's
So-
funny because the reason I say it's for older, account for them, because sometimes my mom, she don't really know how to use Facebook, but she just kind of click on someone and suddenly you realize she's sharing someone picture in her Facebook account.
So, so if you want to connect with Channy, the on the bottom of the Facebook image, that is the QR code you can actually scan, or just use your your camera in your phone, your smartphone. Just scan it. Facebook, you can share a lot of things, right? You can share your personal thoughts, business thoughts, how you expand, you promote your brand, right? Like Channy says, your brand is your face, right? So, creating Facebook live, it's actually a really good tool that Channy uses on a weekly basis. She does Facebook Live, I think about 2 to 3 times a week. Mainly,
To get more audience.
yeah, get that in your face. Sometimes there's different audience that can actually view it throughout the day. So it's not just the live, but after you do the live, it's still relevant in Facebook. So you're not just able to just use that at the live time frame.
Yeah, I was gonna ask too, like, what are some of the tips and tricks, like when you first started using Facebook? I mean, given the title, Facebook famous.
Right. I would say for me, is no right or wrong, whatever you posted. And not try to be professional, but don't try to be too personal. What I mean, because it's social media. Anybody, sometimes they just read the line of your page, they already judging you, right? And as the brand of yourself, you want to make sure the audience are looking at you on not just the product, but also as a service. So you just kind of need, don't be too complicated, and it have to be consistent. What I mean by the consistent, which is like if you're going to sell home or if you're going to sell your product, you can't really just post once a year, because people follow you. People want to see how you're doing it. So, and taking a picture of the property, taking a picture of the product, you don't need to be like, very unique or have to be professional, because sometimes too professional, it also, you kind of lost the people that also feel like, they just kind of in a higher end. I don't feel comfortable to dealing with them. So that's what I'm seeing. So just be yourself, be consistent, and just whatever you do in your business, just posting it. And it's not about how many people, how many click like, how many share, or how many people view. The most important thing, it have to be consistent, and you have to show what kind of product you're selling it. Sell real estate, focus in real estate. And for me, like I said, real estate is really like very long explanation. So sometimes you can't really just do one video and finish. You have to be consistent and make it short, clean, but at the same time, don't be too professional. Yeah, and it's no right or wrong on what picture you post. I mean, I make mistakes sometimes, I post the house, it could be too close, or it could be, and then sometimes, record the video, like I can't even hold it too close to my face. So, I mean, you kind of learn from it, and people understand that you're not professional. It's not your field in the video. Some people shy, some people not comfortable to talk on it, to take a picture. So you deal with different people, but hey, as someone you just need to keep doing it. And it's okay. You make mistake one or two, then you're gonna feel more comfortable after. Yeah,
You don't need to be professional in social media. We're not professionals.
we're not.
We're still learning pretty much on a daily basis. Everything changes from, of course, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Everything changes. The platforms changes on pretty much a weekly basis. What's trending now might not be trending, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you have to just continue and post, what works for you.
Sure.
By selling real estate, buying real estate, it gets very boring. Sometimes you need to break it apart a little bit, put in a little bit of personal touch to it, not all about business. Everywhere is real estate. The house that you're living in is real estate and is built on a property, which is real estate, right? You go to the supermarket, which is real estate. Everything touches real estate. So
And yeah, one thing I want to share, um, not all the social media platform it work for everyone. You have to be focused what is work for you. For me, like I said, I sharing a lot on Facebook because that's what Facebook brought me a lot of business. But at the same time, you not eliminate all of those. It's just the platform that you want to taste it out and try and see what kind of business or what kind of audience are you growing it. Because some people might be doing good in Instagram because a different audience that they capture it. So but at the same time, don't limit one. If that one work, try something out because that's how you kind of like brand yourself in all over social media platform, not just Facebook. But for me, my Facebook is like that's our number one business that I get return a lot just because I'm able to capture a lot of people everywhere, especially in our community. Facebook is like easy sign up, easy post, easy communication. You just log into. But for TikTok and other platform, it's growing too. But it just this one a little bit easier for it depends on the audience you're dealing with.
TikTok is pretty new to me. We just started to post on TikTok and also on Instagram.
YouTube,
Before we were just focusing on just Facebook because that's the majority of our business, right? So now everyone's talking about TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is also free. It's fun to create like little short clips. You can be just walking somewhere and just imagine if you own a boba shop, right? You're walking and then all of a sudden you pan out to you opening the door and then you pan out to ordering something like that, very unique, very short clips and putting music together. Just a few like 10-second or 15-second clips will kind of like get people to know your brand. So that's how other business can use it too. The same thing we start to use TikTok, and we're going to give you an example of one of our short videos that we created. Again, the QR code's on the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, it's like your own personal commercial.
Yeah, your own like little I would say
It's created to people to get to know us. Because I think for the new audience or the new generation, they like it short.
Yeah.
They don't like to walk along video anymore because you're getting boring fast, right? So you want to make sure that you interact. But for me, when it comes to real estate, for me, it's always taking a little bit longer just because a little bit more detail. But I still try to learn and short it up, so
By the way, did you see my question on there earlier, or the comment? Before you shared the video, I know you said having your brand and your face and your personality, it has to come through because you are your business, right? Especially for your real estate. Now, do you have a schedule and a timeline where I know you said you want to post consistently yourself.
I try to have her do a schedule, but
it just
it doesn't work with Channy.
it just
So she does it when she wants to do it, right? So
when I available.
Yeah. So
but
I came from a corporate background where posting things is like every like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m. or whatever. The video just launches and stuff like that. But when you're doing Facebook Live, it's really hard. because we're real estate agents.
Sometimes you have to go into
Yeah.
different appointments.
Yeah, so you can't be sometimes she does Facebook Live while I'm driving and she's in the car doing a Facebook Live, right? Or, now we don't really need to go into her office, but we go into the office because it's quiet, because she can do her Facebook Live, we'll go in the office maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, the max. But most of the time for us, we don't really need an office. We have an office just to schedule appointments, to meet our clients, to do any type of loan signing, to qualify them, stuff like that. But technically, our business, we don't really need to. We can work pretty
Yeah.
much anywhere.
But I believe in consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
consistent.
mean, the time maybe you not be able to do it, but and you don't want to be doing Facebook Live all the time. You want to do something different. As for anything that would be different. That's why you see sometimes I do a short video, sometimes I do a little bit post here and there. So even you don't really have time to do Facebook Live, but you kind of bring your information out there. And sometimes I post a lot 10 times per day. I always thinking, when you post too much, people might be don't like it, because it might be become boring. But here and there you joke, you talk and short. So anything that you be in front of
Yeah, it's really weird. Like if you post on TikTok, or Instagram, and TikTok is more for younger audience. Same thing with Instagram. You could post the same video, but one platform gets you 1,000 hits like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
the
The other
platform-
one is barely like 100. It's weird. So
So-
you don't know how it's gonna go. So you have to post on every platform
Just to see.
just to see what works, right?
Right.
We don't know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like you said, you don't want to limit yourself, right?
Yeah, so you mentioned the content too, like you want to keep things exciting,
Yeah.
still be consistent. I know, we follow you, Shani, on social media, I do.
Yeah, well, have you kind of getting tired of seeing my posts?
No, it's just I get the aha moment sometime, because sometimes you share about just your backyard and things like that. So it opens like maybe a small window into your private space too,
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Sometimes you want to share the kind of like the moment, the lifestyle, right? Sometimes you just want to share a little glimpse of your personality, pretty much, right? If you have a favorite drink place, share it. Help promote some other business also at the same time. Imagine if you do that, and then that other business helps promote you. So you're cross promoting your brand through social media without you even knowing it.
It's a good point.
So not many people think I rather collaborate with small brands, and then that's how you get to know each other, right? Like I said, majority of our clients are from social media, and the clients become our friend. Part of our family. For us, family is not just like blood related, right? It's people that we trust, people that want to do business with. So we consider that family, right? UCC now you're our family, right? So
Absolutely.
we technically wasn't prepared to do this. So since you guys asked, sure, we want to help. We want to share what we've learned, and hopefully it inspires someone in our
Yeah,
community to do the same thing.
right.
Like I mentioned, you don't need to be professional. Just start doing little by little. Consistency, right? Like Channy's saying, consistency. Do it over and over and over again, and then it's going to be second nature to you.
Yeah, and I think that's one common mistake that a lot of business owners or like people encounter is that they're not consistent enough, or like they ignore inquiries or questions from customers, clients.
They'll usually, like I said, maybe they post something and nobody like it or nobody call it.
Yeah.
That's why you're not gonna see result right away because you're talking about it depends on what kind of product you do. But example like us, right? Nobody buying house every day. It take one person to save up. It take the whole family to buy it together. So that's a little bit different. But no matter what kind of business you add, in order for the client to be trust and do business with you, you have to show yourself first. I don't know where's your business coming from. I don't know what kind of product. So you have to kind of like show people that you are hungry for their business. Because if you're not posting anything, if you're selling, but what is your Facebook? How do I find you? Where are you located? So all of those you have to make it easy for people to find, especially nowadays, social media is everywhere. People can find you right away, right? So if you want your business to grow well, you have to make it easy for the customer to go look for you, right? So and you can't really post one or two and give up, but you don't see the result, nobody calling. No, it's gonna take you maybe 2, 3 days, maybe a week, maybe a month. But that's why I said the consistent have to come in, because once you start getting people interact with you, it's gonna be start coming, and you have to believe it. You can't really. It's like I happen to go to a gym, right? You don't expect to lose weight in one day. So I believe in the business presenting the product, because what make your product different from the other? Why the other can do it, and why what happened to you? The quality, the test, the location, the present who you are. So it have to go all of those.
Yeah. Oh, those are really good points. So let's get into your video, right, Dee, that you made for it. Let's take a look.
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, not yet. Okay. So let's before we segue into that,
So why we use social media, right? The number one, it's free.
free.
It's we love free stuff. So everybody goes to a business and asks for free things. So why not utilize free social media platforms, right? Very easy to do. All you need. I know a lot of you don't like to use emails in our community. Email, it's something that you guys don't want to use.
Especially in old generation.
Yeah.
I have a hard time dealing
Yeah.
with them.
Create an email for your business. Okay, very important. If it's ABC, whatever business, put abcbusiness@gmail.com. Very easy. Okay. And learning how to send an email, very important. Learning to read the email, very important too. In order for you to grow, please learn how to use email so you can open social media accounts to link to your email. Because in order for you to open a social media account, you either need an email or a phone number. If you don't want to put in your phone number, the email is the next best thing. Okay. So number two, you could do, social media, easy way or hard way. For us, social media, it's, we try to make it simple as possible, right? Um, it's, easy to use and learn, easy to understand. You don't need to be a professional to do social media. People think that you have to hire big brand companies to create your social media platform. That's the hard work. For us, we learn everything ourselves, and it's very easy to do. Right?
Yeah, when you start posting it, when you start doing it, you start seeing, oh, people might be give you a bad comments on it too. So, but you learn from it. And, like I said, people understand that we're not perfect. We just want to gain more business. So, but we are willing to put yourself out there to get the feedback, right? It might be a good feedback, it might be bad feedback, but you kind of learn from it. And you kind of have to pick and choose. Hey, if you believe that your picture is good, then be consistent. But at the same time, bring that moment going and still keep that going. So
number three, why we use social media, right? So it's worldwide. So anybody in pretty much every country that have some kind of cell service, internet service, they can view your videos, your posting. So the platform is very accessible by pretty much everybody 24/7.
Yeah.
So that's why we use it, and you're able to grow your brand internationally, not just here in California, but throughout the states and internationally. So it's very important that we post right on social media. And number 4, Channy, what does it say?
Just do it.
Just do it, right?
Looks familiar.
You have to lose, right? You know, it's free. You're not losing anything.
It's gonna come and bite you.
Well,
No.
everyone has 5 minutes to create a post or whatever.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just take a short video of yourself. You know, if you're selling coffee, take a picture of you drinking coffee, or or something
Make it
shooting a
sound like
video.
it's good.
Yeah,
you know?
making it, enjoy your product. The more that you do social media, the more that you interact with social media, you get better, right? You get better at it, and of course, success will follow.
Yeah, and that's what comes with consistency.
Consistency, correct.
Yes.
So, want to add anything else to just do it?
Like I said, you don't need to be professional. You don't need to look perfect. You don't need to be dressed, good. Just be yourself, because
So,
people like to do business with you as who you are, not because, sometimes when you're just too professional, I don't know, just me, I feel intimidated, like to go get the business. But, when you dress comfortable, you more like relax and make the client feel comfortable to do business with you. So, but like I said, just do it. Once you're doing it, you cannot figure out, oh, you know what, like I said, my chair might be too close, or the way I said it might be, too soft, or you need to say a little bit more, or stay, you just need to play with that. So
Yeah, have fun with it.
next slide.
Ooh, believe in magic, huh?
Believe in the magic. Once you do it, you just need to believe in what you created, right?
Yeah.
Just let it, deliver through the world, and eventually it'll come back to you. So
Yeah.
we mentioned, a lot of our business come from social media, but people don't really understand how much business. 80% of our clientele comes from social media.
yeah.
So if it's working for us, I believe that it'll work for you out there. So what do we say? Just do it, right? Like Nike, right? Just do it.
Thing, like I mentioned, say it a little bit more, harder to deal with, but if you're just selling a product in a smaller scale, it's going to be easier for people to do business with you. You just kind of need to show right yourself. So
Yeah, it doesn't matter what product, ours is real estate. Other business like the food industry, like coffee, bakery, it doesn't matter. If you're selling tires, you're selling a car, you're selling, makeup, jewelry,
Yeah.
these are, lifestyle products, right? That you can show people that you're using it, or have someone else use it, and maybe have them send you like video clips or pictures, and you can put it together and post it on social media. You're your own brand, right? Make sure that you show the world that you know your face is your brand, right? So um, people want to do business with who they are interact with, right? Who they're interested in doing business with. So
Yeah.
it's believe in the magic.
So you mentioned the messaging, different kind of messaging you get from Facebook and all of these perhaps trolls out there, right? So when you get a business, a legitimate one, like do you tend to respond right away? And what's the timeline?
it depends. For me, I look on a Facebook page. I mean, who that Facebook account. It could be a fake account too,
Oh, yeah.
sometime, and I have a lot of requests. So the way that I look at by people if that fake account or not, first of all, I look by their picture, what they post on their Facebook account. Is anybody commenting and who in there? And a lot of time, tend to be like once window guy, I have kid and try to get the girl, and message. So those I try to block it, eliminate right away. But a lot of times, sometimes clients just say hi without really saying anything. I'll just hi back to them. But most of the time, I tend to get their phone number because I don't really communicate a lot through Facebook because I don't know if you scam or not. Then sometimes I just let the conversation right there. And a lot of times, sometimes clients just jump in and ask the question right away. So, but if they send me a link, no, I will not click on that link. but it just maybe, message here and there. I always ask them to give me a phone number.
We get interaction while she's doing the Facebook, like, cause she interacts with the, when they're asking a question, she answers the question, so.
Yeah, when we do a
Yeah.
Facebook Live.
And then after that, if they want to answer or ask any more questions, they'll just send like a message, right? And then you get the phone number, and that's how you get the business, and you engage, right?
Yeah,
And you give them more information.
Yeah, so in a way, you use the social media platform or the way the message, when they try to reach out to you as a way of filtering out
Yes.
like whether it's a legitimate person or not, a serious buyer.
It's very easy to identify those scammers, You could be on Facebook and have, 500 friends, but you haven't posted anything, So that tells me already that you're not really a real person. Maybe you are a real person, but you're trying to get people's information and stuff like that. So,
Right.
all right, yeah, when you look at it.
same thing with other social media platforms. You could tell if they're fake or not just.
Really nowadays, yeah, we heard a lot of story that someone hacked into someone account and tried to ask to transfer the money.
Yeah.
And she thought it was her mom account. And, I guess the whoever that hacked the mom account is very smart. They actually be able to hack that account and record the last her voice and then send it to a new again to the daughter. So the daughter didn't know. She thought her mom made the money, so just like $5,000. Without really called the mom right away because they're using a messenger. So yeah, you have to be careful.
Yeah, be
especially
very
nowadays.
careful with social media.
Yeah,
It's good.
very powerful.
It's very
but also
powerful. Next slide.
Right?
So, if you don't know how to do a social media post, guess what? YouTube, right?
Mhm.
Watch the videos. Type
Too.
in how to TikTok if you want to know how to TikTok. How to Instagram if you want to know how to Instagram. And even how to YouTube on YouTube, right?
Mhm.
It is a lot of information.
It's
And I love YouTube because,
Yeah.
again, back then when it was COVID, because I love cooking, but I'm not good at cook
Oh.
everything. YouTube is
I just want to make everyone aware that
Yeah.
we have about 8 minutes left.
Oh, okay. Let's.
So we're actually moving, we're doing great. We just I don't want to rush through things, but I do want to go show them your little video that you have of yourself.
That's the next one.
Okay, let's take a look. I'm excited.
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah. So in this video, it's from TikTok, right? So very, very short. Maybe I would say is 20 seconds.
Just about.
Yeah. So very simple, right? Introduction. Tell the audience who you are. The location of your business, right? And your contact information, which is going to be your phone and your address.
Yeah.
So make sure to include these three in your post. That's how people find you.
Yeah. So this short video that you made on TikTok, you were speaking Khmer, the
Yeah.
Cambodian language, right? So I'm assuming this is like to reach more of the Cambodian audiences.
So do a post that targets your audience. You cannot be everywhere at one time. Our niche is our Cambodian community. So we focus on a very small niche,
Mm.
And we're a real estate agent. There is thousands of real estate agent out there. What makes you special? We can't be everywhere at one time. So we have a small niche, right? We focus on our community and we help our community grow, which translate to more business. And imagine if you're Cambodian business owners, but you have friends that need real estate, right? So we get, referrals because they trust, that person. So we get business from other people as well too, not just our community. So it kind of like funnels into what we do. That's why we do it and try to focus on a specific niche for us. Yeah. Who's ready to get started?
Are you ready, Bob?
I'm ready. Yeah, I started doing them too. For those that can't see me, this is Seon. But yeah, it's I've been doing it. I feel like I do try to keep a balance, of sometimes personal and being vulnerable sometimes, but I don't want to share too much either.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
For us, it's too late. Usually where it doesn't matter. She's
Before it's just a joke that I can. So D, it's like a very private, person. Bob.
yes, I think so. I sense him.
He's like, pulling power for that. He's just like, wow. And I guess he make a joke of me. He said he never take a lot of picture in your life until you come and meet me. So I'm more like exposed,
So-
so
people ask me, how come I don't do a lot of social media? 'Cause for me, there's a strategy. Okay. We're building a brand. The brand is Channy Chor Realty Group. That's Channy Chor. So
yeah.
so we help build the brand. So and of course the brand is your face. So that's why I'm behind scene. I'm the one that shoots the videos and stuff like
Hold the
that.
camera,
Hand the
thinking like 20
camera.
times.
Yeah, take pictures. So you do need help in social media.
Yeah, you can't do
you
it
can't
all
do
your
it by
own.
yourself. Someone has to hold the camera.
Mhm.
And if you don't know how to edit, I'm
Do a
pretty sure-
selfie.
Selfie stick.
Too
Get a
cool.
selfie stick.
like not the
Yeah.
community don't know, like kids are very good doing social media. If you have
Nowadays, yeah.
high school kids or junior high kids, they'll help you do a social media post, right? Pay them to do it. You know what? You can pay your kids up to I think like $13,000 or $14,000 a year
To write it
tax
out.
free.
Yeah,
And pay your kids to do that, right?
yeah.
You know that, right?
That's good to know.
You're right. As a business owner.
Yeah, as a business owner, you can use them because they're helping you in your business, and because they're collecting
A paycheck.
a paycheck, you can use that as a tax write-off.
Did you guys hear that in the audience? Up to $15,000.
Tip.
I think it's like
Per kid.
Of course you did.
Okay.
per year though, per year,
year,
right?
It has to be your kid though, right?
It has to be
You
your
can't borrow a kid.
That's even better.
And you can set
Yeah, because as a business owner, you pay a lot of tax as a selling. So that's one of the things that you can pay off. So, yeah.
and you can use majority of that income that you child and put it into like a savings account or a Roth IRA or something like that.
Yeah.
That increases throughout the year.
Yeah.
So next slide. So, questions.
Yeah, we are almost reaching our 1 hour. We have a few minutes, but if there are anyone in the audience online, if you have any questions, you can ask T or Channy now.
So while you're waiting for that, Don, I'm gonna ask them a question. So how is it as a couple working together though? I know sometimes it could be challenging, but I know this is a social media topic, but because you're a team too.
Of course, your bomb head, he have a different idea. Remember, he come from a corporation.
Oh,
So everything you do is a system, or you have to be a certain time, you have to do a certain thing, you have to follow the rule. And as the business owner, that I'm doing everything all by myself, like nobody telling me what to do. So it's compromise. Yeah, well, but we still learning, I think he started working there about 3 years. Yeah.
So schedule is a losing battle with trying to
she's out of the box. She's yes.
she's everywhere, right? Her desk is like a tornado. And I go, how can you find your stuff? But she's able to find stuff that I can't even find, right? She goes, it's on my desk. I go, where?
We're the same way. I have stuff where, and I'm like, it's right there on the desk, and then it's under everything, right? It is.
Thing, right? It doesn't matter. Work relationship, personal relationship, you have to compromise.
Mhm.
You have to work on it. Consistency,
Yeah,
communication is the key.
Yeah.
Of course, you're gonna, like she said, bump heads, but you're gonna work through it.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's important.
You just keep doing it. We have our ups and downs.
yeah.
I always tell
Sometimes
her,
we just don't talk to each other like 2-3 hours.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's okay, not to 3 days.
to get so
All right. Well, thank you guys.
next slide. There you go.
Yeah.
So thanks again, everyone, for joining us today. We appreciate you taking your time off in the afternoon or late, early evening.
Yeah,
But yeah, if you do have any questions, you can always shoot me an email at don.pin@uccle.org. And earlier in the slide, we can always share with everyone later upon request. And if there's no questions or no more questions, we can just end it today.
Yep.
Like
Yeah. Thank you to Channy Chor's Realty Group and Dee for being here. It's fun hearing your story and
Appreciate it.
all the insights that you're sharing with our team and our audience.
It was actually fun.
it was actually fun. Yeah,
Hopefully next time we'll have more audience here.
yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. Yeah, good night.
Bye.